Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Time for Tea, a 144. If you're new here, my name is Monse, and if you're returning, like always, you're a real one. Thank you for being here, for clicking on the video, for subscribing to the channel. Also, if you haven't, why not? Okay, don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I've been having a freaking hard time posting my videos on here. And I mean, it's not a surprise, okay? Ever since I started this channel, I have always had a hard time posting my videos. And then it doesn't even matter, like my video could be 20 minutes and it's gonna take 3 days to post. But whatever, I don't care. I'm still gonna make videos. So, what's going on, guys? Okay, I wanted to talk about staying in your power, standing firm, on your boundaries. Okay, I feel like old folks from your past might want to come back in, you know, give you the I'm so sorry, or actually no, not even apologize. They might want to I'm hearing word of mouth or wordplay. Like, I'm getting somebody that's going to want to come back in and just say, yeah, you know, you're going to, okay, I'm getting something like the scenario where you could be like, oh, remember you did this and you did that and you treated me like this and you did this to me and you did that to me. And this person's going to be like, no, I know, but that wasn't my intention. It wasn't supposed to be like that. And that's it. And then they're expecting you to be like, oh, okay, since it wasn't on purpose, then yeah, you can come back into my energy. And it's not happening that way. It's not going down like that. Okay? And this person's not going to give up. This person's not going to, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep going. And I feel like the reason why they're going to keep going is because whatever they've done, it's time to pay up for it. Okay? It's time to, oh my God, I just heard pay the piper. I'm sorry, my bowl is over here. Yeah, it's time to pay the piper. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so that's what I heard. It's time to pay the piper. Evil never wins. Even if you're not chosen, even if you're not on this journey, it does not matter. Evil never wins. Evil never prospers. Never. It just doesn't. That's not how it's meant to be. And if it looks like evil's winning, it's only because Spirit is making it that way. Spirit is making it towards where maybe it's making them think like they're winning, but they're really not. And so it's like thank you, Spirit. It's a trap that Spirit has set up for this person, whoever this person is to you. Okay, I feel like Spirit laid down the trap to see if this person was gonna be like, oh no, I'm hanging out with Collective because they're the real deal. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing, no. You want me to what to the Collective? Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Or they're gonna join the party. And they joined the party. Okay, they joined the party. They didn't defend you. They didn't have your back. They did, or even if they didn't defend you, right? They joined. They joined. They went with other people to you know, to do things to you. So so you wouldn't progress, so you wouldn't move forward. And so that way, thank you, Spirit. So that way, when this person would come in talking about, oh, hey, I love you, or hey, let's go for a cup of coffee, and you're like, a cup of coffee? Do you remember when you did this? Do you remember when you did that? And this person is going to just be like, they're expecting whatever they did to work. So then that way when they come in and they're like, oh yeah, I remember I did that, but it wasn't supposed to be like that. Like, that should be enough. And it's not. It's not enough. And to be honest, I feel like some of you, if not most of you, don't want to hang out with these people. Maybe you've gotten clarity of who and what they are. You know, like I've always said about I'll give you actually an example right now. My what is it called? My ex-husband. Right now, he is trying, wow, for dear life to get back together. Like, really get back together. I love you. I this. I that. I mean, we were married 8 years. Okay? And never in those 8 years did he tell me that he loved me. When we first moved in together, that was literally the only time that he said it to me. He never said it to me after that. I've never heard it again. And now all of a sudden it's coming out of his mouth. Again, word of mouth. Thank you, Spirit. That's what Spirit meant. It's just word of mouth. So whatever they can say, they're going to say all the things that you probably wanted them to say or do when you guys were together. Or when you guys were in each other's lives. Whoever this is for you, right? It doesn't have to be a past person, right? But this could be that kind of situation where this person was in your life, right? And they never did things and you were like, oh, for example, if this was like a love connection, right? You could have wanted this person to tell you that they loved you, and you could have wanted this person to show you, right? And they never ever fucking did, no matter how much you begged them to love you. They never did, or they never said it. And so now they're going to come in with that tactic. Thank you, Spirit. Because why? They know that's what you wanted the whole time. They know that's what you wanted the whole time. They know that all you wanted them to do is to love you and respect you, and they never did. And so now they're like, let's try this. Let's try going in there talking about, I love you, ugh, and I want to be with you, and I wanted this, and I wanted that. When they don't feel that at all. When they don't want to do that at all. That's not what, they're still on demon time. They're still on dark time. I heard dark time. They're still on dark time. Okay? So they have nothing to offer you. Oh my God, they have nothing to offer you but pain, sadness, sorrow, crying, a lot of crying. So basically they're coming to offer you a different, so they're coming in with a different tactic, but they're going to give you the exact same thing, if not worse. Because I'm getting a feeling of, whoever this person is, not only do they not love you, right? I feel like there's something about you that they dislike very much. I heard the word despise. That's just so mean. Okay, I don't like to say that word. It's very hurtful, very just mean. I've never encountered a person that I despise. Maybe dislike or not want to fuck with, right? But despise. Okay, oh, hold on. Yeah, so I've never felt like that about somebody, you know, and for somebody to feel that way, you must carry like a light that no matter how dark it is, it's like the brightest light ever. And your light can irritate their demons, can irritate them. Like, they just despise it. They don't like it. They don't like your light, collective. They don't like it. They don't like it. No. There's So I feel like this person, whoever this person is, wants to come back just to get back at you. So like maybe right now you guys are not in connection, right? You guys don't hang out, you don't kick it, you don't do nothing. So maybe this person wants to come in with like a different tactic to get back in your energy. But once they're in, they're going to attack you. They're going to come for you. They're going to, oh my God, Spirit says they're going to destroy everything. So whatever you've been building, whatever you've been working on, and it doesn't even have to be necessarily something, right? It could just be your peace. It could be your peace. It could be your stability. Maybe you're stable now, right? Maybe you've been able to like get back on your feet after however these motherfuckers left you, right? Maybe you've been able to get back on your feet now, slowly but surely. But we're oh, thank you, Spirit. We're moving on up, is what Spirit's saying. We're moving on up. So, and maybe this person doesn't want you to move on up, and not only that, or they want you to move on up and they want to benefit from it. Maybe they can't manifest because of the shit that they've done, right? So maybe they can't manifest. Maybe whatever they did was they did too much. So this sounds like, oh, okay. So this sounds like somebody that did too much, right? But not only did they do too much, now they're about to get, it's kind of like karma is like knocking on their door and they're looking out the window and they see karma standing on their front door. And they're not opening the door. So they're like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? I know. I'm going to go back to collective. And tell collective that I love them because I know that's what they want. They long for love and acceptance. And, you know, they long for acceptance. They don't love themselves. They're insecure as fuck. And they don't love themselves. So because of that, I know I'll be able to get back in if I just tell collective that I love them. Little do they know that you've been moved on. Little do they know that you are past that you are no longer there, that the only acceptance you need is your own, that the person that you need to love you is you and God, your angels, your spirit team, your ancestors, that's all you need. You don't need anybody else to love you. I feel like you have worked on yourself so much that you're at a point now when if somebody wants to offer you a cup of love, like you're paying attention, right? Like, for example, right, if somebody says, hey, I think you're beautiful. Would you mind having dinner with me tomorrow night? And you say, oh yeah, sure, right? And you go to dinner. But you're paying attention to everything. Like, I feel like you might even be like extremely intuitive. Okay? Very intuitive. Somebody that, like, you're somebody that you notice things that other people don't. Is what that's giving. Like, you notice everything. You remember everything, and you pay attention to what is being said to you. Okay, so this could be like a kind of situation like, right, so you're at dinner and this person says something like, oh yeah, I don't know, like I had an auntie who was like hella into witchcraft or whatever. So my mom was like, no, we can't hang out with that tia no more because she's into witchcraft and blah, blah, blah. Right? But you took note of that. You take note of that. And then when you take note of that, fuck, hold on, guys. You took note of that. Right? And then you started paying attention to some other shit and you're like, wait a minute. Oh, wait. But on the first day he said his auntie. So that was bullshit. What that was him or her telling me that they do witchcraft. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you've done the work so much that you pay attention to the signs now. Okay? You pay attention to the signs now. Maybe thank you, Spirit. You know how to read between the lines. You know how to read between the lines. And maybe when you were with this person, you didn't know how to do that. That's why this person was able to like cloak themselves in like loving energy, because you couldn't see the signs, or you didn't see the signs. And so this person thinks now, by them coming back, that you're still in that same energy, and you're not. So now when they want to come in talking about, I love you, this, that, and the other, you're like, where was that when we were dating? Oh, it's because, it was really hard to express myself. Oh, and now all of a sudden you know how to do that? Well, yeah, I mean, because I love you and I want to be with you. But yet they don't know how to say sorry. Hold on. My bad, I kept getting interrupted. You see, like, somebody doesn't want me to speak about this, okay? But yeah, so now they're like, oh, it's because, I don't know what happened. Maybe I didn't realize it back then, but I realize it now, just how much I love you and I want to be with you and I want to do this and I want to do that with you. And like, they just lay it on thick. Like, they're going to come in and try to like love bomb the shit out of you, because it worked the first time. It worked the first time, right? They hit it out of the park. I heard home run. They hit a home run. But now they're going to want to come in and they're going to discover something totally different. They're going to discover somebody with boundaries. They're going to discover somebody that is very much in love with themselves. They're going to discover somebody that no means no. Okay? They're going to come in and do all that, right? And they're going to immediately notice the change. Oh, I just heard cold shoulder. Maybe that's how they're going to feel, that you're giving them the cold shoulder. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And then they're going to try to like bully you or weasel their way, right? Kind of like, how would I say it? Like, okay, so yeah, I love you. I want to be with you. What do you say? No, I think I'm okay. Huh? Yeah, no, I don't think there's room for reconcile. It's okay. How could you do this to me? Huh? I'm pouring my heart out to you and you treat me this way? How could you be like this when all I want to do is give you my love? Like that. Like the drama. Ugh, I can't. And I can feel it. I can feel it. Like literally somebody being so damn dramatic. So fucking dramatic. Like extremely dramatic. Okay? I feel somebody so damn dramatic. Like, and they're like, holy shit. Like, they're not going to expect it. They're expecting you to do exactly what you always did, which is what? Basically grovel at their feet. Okay? I'm not saying that's what you did. I'm just saying, like, this is somebody who has like a God complex. This is somebody who thinks that they can go from like person to person and rip their heart into shreds and then come back in when that person has glued their heart back together and picked up the pieces that this motherfucker broke, right? And came back when you had, glued your heart back together, glued the pieces of your life back together, started from the beginning, and you might be right now at a time where you are about to receive all your abundance, all your blessings. And that's why these motherfuckers want to lurk in. Do not, collective. Do not allow that. At the end of the day, you have free will and you can do whatever you please. But I will tell you this. That person, like I said, karma is knocking on their door. And they're trying to like jump over karma and give it to you. They want you to pay for this karma. That's what it is. They want you to pay for this karma. And you will. if you link up with them again. Because I feel like this is part of what it's like you reap what you sow. You made your bed, now you got to lay in it. And they don't want to lay in it. They want to throw you on the bed. They want you to lay on the bed. They want you to suffer their karma so the abundance and the blessings that are coming in for you, they can get that, is what it's giving. Okay? That's what they want. They want you to pay for the shit that they've done to you. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. Right? Why would you pay for something that you didn't even do to yourself? And I feel like you know that now. You know that now. You know that that's all they want. You know that that's what they want to do. So, I'm seeing the Queen of Swords in my mind's eye. And you might just have to have your sword up with this person. You might just have to have your sword up with this person. Okay? This person, yeah, I don't think they're gonna come in like... No.
Okay.
I don't think that they're gonna come. I don't think that they're gonna come in. No. I don't think that they're gonna come in on like some rah-rah shit, like arguing, fighting, or anything like that. But I feel like if you stick to your boundaries and you stick to like being in this Queen of Swords energy, you're gonna bruise this person's ego. You are gonna like, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing somebody like, you don't want me? Look at me. You don't want all this?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like for real?
Mommy.
Yeah, so this person is like, wait, you don't want me? What is wrong with you? How come you don't want me? Is what this is giving. Like this person feels that way. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to like block you. But yeah, so that's how this person is thinking. You're gonna leave this person like, they're not even gonna believe it. They're not even gonna believe it. They're gonna just, yeah, they're gonna be like, nah. But yeah. And so they're gonna continue, collective, okay? They're gonna continue to try. They're gonna continue to try. They're gonna continue to try. They're gonna continue to try to make you feel bad because you say no. Okay, so if you have already, if you're already experiencing this, stay put on your boundaries, okay? Stay put on your boundaries. Make sure you stick to those boundaries, that this person is not manipulating you or like guilt tripping you into anything. Because I feel like that is like the next tactic that they're gonna try, is to like bully. I don't want to say bully because it doesn't really feel like bullying, but they're gonna try to make you feel bad because they know, right? They know that you're kind and you're loving, so they're gonna be like, oh, I thought you said you were like nice and that you're good to people and kind to people. Someone that's kind wouldn't treat someone else like that. Oh, but when you were doing what you were doing to me, right, that was cool. And maybe you even say something like that, right? Oh, wait, but when you were doing it to me, it was good? And they stay quiet for a second. I just saw a butterfly. I didn't get to see what kind, though. Right? They get to, you're like, oh, but when you were being like that with me, that wasn't a problem, right? And they stay quiet. And then they go, but I already told you I didn't mean to. right? They can say something like, oh, but I already told you that I didn't mean to, that I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings, that I wasn't trying to do this, but they never fucking, but they still don't apologize, okay? They still don't fucking apologize to you. Hold on, I was hearing someone. But they still don't apologize to you. They still don't say, they don't say things like, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're totally right. I had no business treating you like that. I shouldn't have never done that. You're totally right. I don't know why, like, I was stupid, I was this, I was whatever, right? They can say everything they want under the sun, but they never apologize still. Oh, God. Are you dealing with a narcissist? Is that why? Because, you know, a fucking narcissist, they're never wrong. They're never wrong. It's always your fault. You're the crazy one, right? Could you be dealing with a narcissist? Is that why? They'll say things, you know, they'll say things that make it seem like it's an apology, but it's not an apology. And before, maybe when you were with them, it worked. Maybe you would be like, you hurt my feelings. Like, they would make you cry, right? They could even make you cry. And you were like, nah, it's cool. It's okay. No, I understand. No, it's fine. They would just come up to you maybe and give you a hug, but never say sorry. And you would probably think like, oh, well, they're hugging me. You know, they're being kind. They're being gentle. They're being loving. They're being this. They're being that. When they weren't doing none of that. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so when they weren't being, you know, like it was just kind of, it was like a hug to get you to shut the fuck up, right? It was like a hug cloaked in loving energy when it wasn't. It was just to get you to shut the fuck up because you were crying, because they hurt their feelings. They might even think like you're like you're weak. Yeah, they might even think like you're weak. You know what I'm getting? What was I saying? Yeah, they think you're weak because you cry. They think you're weak because you have feelings. That's what they think. They think that you're weak because you care. They think you're weak because you're sympathetic and you care about people and you worry about people and you're kind and you're this and you're that. Maybe that's another reason why they do not like you. I keep hearing that dang word despise. I just don't want to say that. Okay? I don't want to say that about my collective, okay? But that's another thing why they can dislike you, you know? The fact that you're kind and you're loving. Like, maybe they want you to be like them. And the fact that oh, wow. Maybe they thought that eventually you would turn to be just like them. You know? That they would get you in, like, this bitter energy like them. And that you would run with it. And it didn't happen. You didn't get bitter. So maybe this is the reason why they attacked you emotionally. Maybe this is the reason why they attacked you emotionally. Because they wanted you to be sad. They wanted you to be, you know, depressed, lonely, just there. So this is weird. This is weird energy. Because I'm getting like, this is someone who wanted you to be depressed, sad, like not give a fuck about it, just not give a fuck about life. Like, they didn't want you to get up and get ready for the day and go out and get it. No, they wanted you to be depressed. They didn't even want you to get up and brush your fucking teeth. It's that kind of energy that I'm getting. They didn't even want you to get up so you could be able to brush your fucking teeth. They were like, fuck that. if I'm miserable, they're going to be miserable too. Okay? That's what it's giving. I feel like this person, no matter, they notice. So while you weren't paying attention, they were paying attention. And they noticed that no matter what they threw at you, you wouldn't go down. Maybe you'd bend, but you wouldn't break. And they were like, what the fuck is it gonna take to get rid of this bitch? I'm hearing that that Nicki Minaj, I saw it on on a TikTok, where Nicki says, she's on a podcast, and she said, people be like, what is it gonna take to get rid of this bitch? And then Nicki Minaj goes, you can't get rid of me, bitch. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going no fucking where. And I feel like this person has just realized that. And you proved it to them by doing absolutely nothing. Thank you, Spirit. Your silence did it all. Your silence did it all. You sticking to your boundaries, you saying, no, thank you. And then when they start to make you feel guilty, you're like, oh, no. No. God bless you, but you can keep it moving. I'm cool. And that right there, I'm telling you, that person's ego took like, I don't know how many daggers. Just by you sticking to your boundaries. Okay? This person really thought like they were like, I don't fucking know, like the last fucking Coca-Cola. It's there's like sayings in Spanish, y'all, that are coming to my mind, but I don't want to say them because I know not everybody speaks Spanish, so I don't want to say them. But yeah, this person just thinks like they were like God's gift to earth. Like everybody's just supposed to like kiss their butt, kiss their feet, do whatever they want, do whatever they say, this, that, and the other. And you know what? Another thing, I just heard tantrum. So this is giving like when they don't, they throw a tantrum. Bro, this is a motherfucking narcissist, y'all. This is a narcissist. A narcissist is like that. When a narcissist doesn't get their way, they start to verbally attack you. So that could have been another thing that this person did and you never saw it. Okay? So this person could have been like, go make me a sandwich. And you're like, I'm sorry, what'd you say? And they were like, go make me a sandwich. And you're like, what's the magic word? And they're like, I'm not going to say please. Like, you're my wife, you're my girlfriend, you're supposed to go make me a sandwich. And you're like, no. You say please or I don't make you a sandwich. And it's like, go make me a sandwich. And you're like, no, bro, I'm not. Maybe like after a while, you started to get your voice back. Maybe after a while, you started to really see now. Little by little, but you were getting there. Right? That at this point, I feel like you started to defend yourself from this person. Right? It started to be like, maybe at one point, right, this person would say, go make me a sandwich. And you were like, yeah, babe. Right? And in their mind, if their ego was like this, that made their ego like this. And so if they would like, and if it continued like that, you yourself boosted their ego this big. Right? And now, little by little, you're getting tired of this shit, right? So now this person says, go make me a sandwich. And you're like, what's the magic word? And this person's like, no, I'm not going to say please. You're my wife. You're my husband. You're supposed to go make me a fucking sandwich. And you're like, well, you say please or I ain't making shit. You better go make me that sandwich. And you're like, no. All right. I already told you to go make that sandwich. So it's threatening, right? Maybe this person threatened you like that. Because that's a very threatening energy. Right? It's like, if you don't make me a sandwich, you're going to see what happens. That's a threat. Regardless of what it sounds like or what it is about. It's a threat. So maybe you were like, oh, hell no. Maybe Maybe this person thrived on intimidation. Thank you, Spirit. Maybe this person thrived on intimidation, on intimidating you. Not necessarily saying, bitch, if you don't go make me a sandwich, I'm going to pop you in your mouth. Not necessarily like that. And I'm not condoning violence, okay? Not at all. At all. So maybe this person had like a different way. So again, this person cloaked their threats with like different type of words, even though they were still threatening. Okay? And so maybe it became a thing where this person would do it so frequently that you were like, oh no, I'm about to go make that sandwich because I don't know what the fuck this person's going to get up and do. You know, because you started to realize that this person could be like unhinged, or like the mall's open and nobody's shopping. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting that. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like this person is like Delulu or anything like that. But I mean, hell, they're a narcissist, right? They're not all the way there. But yeah, so slowly but surely you started to have a voice. This person didn't like it. And that's how it all went down. That's how it all went down, by you having this voice. And this person didn't like it. So maybe this person thought that they were going to be forever, be able to cloak what what they were really after, what they really wanted, who they really wanted, what they, you know, what their intentions were. Thank you, Spirit. What their actual intentions were. They hid it from you. They hid it from you because, again, remember, they didn't like you to begin with. You carry too much light. You have too much light. You carry... This person was jealous of you. And you know what? It doesn't matter. If you're a female and this is resonating, and who I'm talking about is a guy could be jealous of a female. They're called bitches. I'm sorry. That's what I get when I hear a guy being jealous of a woman. Okay, that to me, that's either a guy wanting to be a woman, a guy having like an identity crisis, doesn't know who they are, doesn't know who they want to be, if they want to be a woman or if they want to be a guy. I don't know. I'm getting that from it. Because honestly, I don't know what you could be jealous of a person to begin with, right? But for me, there's nothing somebody else has or carries that I would be so jealous of that I would attack him spiritually, or I would attack him verbally, or I would just be mean to them or call them names. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing a person can have or do that makes me want to be like that to another person, to another human being. So I feel like whoever this person is to you, they attacked you in more ways than one. And for their own selfish reasons, for their own insecurities, and for their own childhood wounds. I just heard that. And for their own childhood wounds. Maybe you were a mirror. Okay? Maybe you lifted up that mirror for this person and you were like, here, take a look at yourself. And they're like, no. And from there, it started. It started from there. And the funny thing is that you never put that mirror down. That's probably why the attacks got more severe, says Spirit. That's why the attacks got more severe. That's why the coming for you when you didn't ask for them got worse. The attacks, the verbal abuse, the mental abuse, like everything was amplified because you never put that mirror down, because you're not supposed to. Maybe you're that kind of person, right? Maybe that's part of your journey, that you are supposed to put up the mirrors for people so they can see themselves, so they can begin to heal, so they can find God and, you know, repent and just do the work. Just do the healing work. And some will love you for it. Okay? Definitely. Don't get me wrong. Some will definitely love you for it. The ones that are going to love you for it are the ones that are very secure with themselves. The ones that are going to love it are the ones that are like, yeah, definitely, I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to make the change. The ones that are going to hate it, though, are like this motherfucker, whoever this is. Okay? So, yeah, you probably never put that mirror down because you weren't supposed to, collective. Okay? Maybe that is your mission here in life. Maybe that is your mission on this journey. You know, that you are supposed to wake people up on this spiritual awakening, on this journey. You're meant to wake people up, you know. And like I said, some will love it, some won't. And that's just what it is. But now you have good discernment. You know, you have spirit that guides you. You have the Holy Spirit that guides you and tells you, you know, your intuition. You're listening to your intuition. You're paying attention to your intuition that is telling you, like, no, reverse. This is not the way to go. And you listen. Okay? And you listen. So, I'm going to leave it there because I do want this to post. Okay? Today is Sunday, September 21st. Okay? I think it's the 21st. Sorry if I don't. If I'm saying the date wrong, but I think it is the 21st. It's September 21st, 2025, okay? And it's Sunday. I just want to say the day because I don't know when this is going to post, okay, guys? So, I'm going to let you go. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, I do leave my other... Okay, I do leave... Shh. I do leave the I do leave the link to my other channel in the description box if you are interested. In my other channel, I do readings and things like that. So if you're interested, maybe if this resonated with you, right? If this resonates with you, then maybe head over there and see if there's something there that can kind of like pinpoint these people for you, okay? If you're not sure or anything like that. All right, love you guys.